day is finally fucking over. Finally get to play some Tsukihime. My god. Kind of scared, to be honest. It feels like it's gearing up for disaster right now, to be honest. I feel like I'm about to get the bad ending or some shit. Did I save today? Yes, I did. Cool, that's good. I'm in front of my continuous playing, showing a teacher using white chalk on a blackboard. Nothing seems real anymore. When classes are over and break time begins, that person will never come again, ever. During lunch, we will never sit in the tea ceremony room and spend time aimlessly over lunch. Somewhere I had a thread of hope, but that is gone as well. Lost seal completely. Still haven't done anything. Haven't told her anything. Spent time eating lunch together on a nice day such as today. That was a distant precious dream. I realize the number of my classmates in the room is dwindling. Seems it's not lunchtime. Don't feel like doing anything. Feel sluggish, so I'll just space out here in the classroom, go eat some lunch. I mean, if it were me in that particular situation, I would not be able to eat. So I wouldn't even try to eat. I'll stay in the classroom. Some days and though no matter where I go. No matter where I do, she won't come back. The end of the day homeroom session is over. My chatting classmates get out of their seats. After staring at them blankly, I get out of my seat to go back to the mansion. Back to the mansion. It's not like there's anything if I go back. I know I can never reach her, but I can't give up. Damn it. What the hell should I do? Crossing my thoughts angrily, I leave the classroom. Where is Arihiko? I look up and find myself in front of the tea ceremony room. Even though she won't be here, my legs walk in on their own. Ha. Of course no one is here. I wasn't expecting anything. But when I'm hit hard like this, my vision seems to waver. The world starts to spin around me. Instantly it happens. The ground shakes. Think to myself it is a large earthquake, but I realize it's not the ground shaking, but the impact of my body hitting the floor that I felt. I can't speak well. Panting. The gasping breaths can be no one else's but mine. But I don't feel bad. It's more like I don't feel anything. Like I have no sense of feeling at all. The sound of frantic breathing. Even though I'm not exhausted, makes throat painfully gasp for air. I don't feel anything. Feel like the collapsed body here isn't mine. The sound of gasping. Something's weird. As I lie breathing wildly on the floor, blood spreads out on the tatami mats. Gah. Suddenly a stabbing pain fills my chest. My body falls with a crash. Okay. My entire body is convulsing. It hurts. My chest is burning. My mind is drifting away. My fingers claw at the tatami mats in pain. I pull and rip at the mats, but it doesn't stop the pain. Gah. How do you make a sound like that? Pain. Such pain is frightening. Uga kuwa. Okay, dude. Gan gaita sa pala. Can't bear it. If it lasts another second, then it would be better just to die. Fine, I'll grant your wish, Shiki. I lift my head off the floor, and for that, before that, my pain disappears. I don't feel pain anywhere. I don't even feel heavy. Don't even feel alive. Try to say something, but my throat doesn't move. There's nothing. No pain, no sensation, not even freedom. I don't know what's going on, so I try to get up. My body doesn't even twitch. It's not that I'm tied down, nor is it that my entire body is numb. If I have to give a metaphor, it's like my body is already dead, but my mind is mistakenly still lingering in my body. Of my five senses, only my sight is still alive. The room is dark. It's night outside already. Can't move my face, so I move my eyes. Oh, thought you had completely disappeared, but you're awfully persistent, Shiki. I can hear a voice I shouldn't be able to hear. Glance around the dark as best as I can. There I see something I don't know. Who is that? I've never seen him. Okay, my man is packing. I've never seen him, but I feel like I've known him from a long time ago. What's this? How mean of you, Shiki. You've been looking for me for so long, and when I come out you don't remember me? With an amused laugh he stares at me with bloodshot eyes. My mind, the only thing still working, freezes. He didn't say it yet, but I know he's a vampire. That he's the serpent Senpai and Arcade are looking for. No, that's wrong. Certainly I'm the vampire known as the Serpent of Akasha. But to you, I'm not the serpent, but rather Shiki, right? Man, how cold of you. You make me look stupid for thinking about you all these 8 years. Shiki. 8 years? What is that? Did you really forget, Shiki? Was the old man's hypnosis that good? Or did you lose your memory after dying once? Shit, either way, what a waste. Do you understand? These 8 years, I've waited these 8 years. I've waited for this instance where I could steal everything from you, the one who killed me. But what use is it now if you don't remember? What is he saying? I killed him? That's right. If you've forgotten, then remember. The three of us were always together, right? In the Tona mansion. Akia, you and I would play in the garden together. Before I became like this 8 years ago that day. I can't remember. Certainly it seems like there was another kid with us back then. You can't remember? And we were such good friends too. He grits his teeth. His whole body quivers with emotion as if he was brimming with vexation. Jeez, was I the only one in pain? That's terrible, Shiki. I always looked away by my old man. I was always locked away by my old man, but I could always sense you. Haha, because I was using your life. Even though we're not connected by blood, we're connected by our souls. That's why I wanted you to have a gruesome end. How unfortunate, he says. What I wanted to say is this, Shiki. I'm your brother, but you and Akia seem to have heartlessly forgotten that. My Tono Shiki's brother? Oh, if you've forgotten, then there's nothing to talk about. Your painful death is the goal of his body of Tono Shiki. I've gone along with that this long, but it's time to lower the curtain. Even for me to have two bodies with one life is not very efficient. I'm very confused right now. The voice sneers. I'll be killed like this. No, I say I'll die, but maybe I'm already dead. My arms and legs can't move, my eyes, my ears, my nose don't work. That's why there isn't even any pain. I'm killed so vaguely that I don't even realize it. I got a bad end. Hey, look. Bad end. Very pog.
Will you take CL Sensei's lesson? Sure. Teach me CL Sensei. Mercy. The hint corner for the Art of Luck Tonokuni ended up in this terrible dead end. It is time for Teach Me CL Sensei, and now we will start the second period lesson. I see there is a distinct reason for this. The fish that got away this time is big. It's your dear senpai, so talk your hearts out with her and make peace with her. Even if it's an opponent you can't beat by yourself, which is using the power of love between two people. You don't need our kid's help at all. What? Aren't you the one dragging him, CL? You, quiet. Dear. And meow for the only use once animal series Nyani Yani. Hey now, no private conversations during class. Now that the loud and annoying person has been kicked away, please continue to enjoy the main story. What the fuck? Let's turn that on. Start from the beginning. Okay, I shouldn't start from this far back. Restore saved game load. I'll wait here. I don't think Senpai will come back. Maybe she'll come to school like she did yesterday. It's about time. About 10 minutes before homeroom, the main gates are closed. Senpai is not coming, so I head towards the classroom with heavy steps. Skip. Go eat some lunch. How's it going to get done if I just rot here? Besides, I'm not in the best health right now, so if I don't eat, I'll really collapse. Guess I'll go to the cafeteria, thinking aloud. I get up from my desk. The big rush must be over because there isn't a line. The tables are mostly full of students already eating. I glance around the room to see if there are any seats left. And then I see someone who looks like Senpai. Haha, I laugh out loudly. We're seeing someone from Senpai because there's a small resemblance. I truly am bait. No, I'm bait, but I can't take my eyes away from this person that looks like her. This person that looks like her sits at the table slurping up udon. It's curry udon too. Even her food resembles what Senpai would eat. Ah, actually it is Senpai. Senpai. I dash with all my strength towards Senpai. Okay, dude. Senpai looks at me, then glances away quickly. She's clearly avoiding me, but that doesn't matter. Senpai, why are you here? Blur that out because I can't even think of anything else to say. Why am I here? I'm a student here, you know. If I don't eat during lunchtime, I'll collapse. No, that's not what I meant. But don't know what to say. My brain just stopped functioning. She looks away from me as if she wants to complain. Thought it was strange for you to be here. Just yesterday you said farewell, so I thought I'd never see you again. Yes, because it was getting late. Students should go back home at that time, yes. Simply, with a straight face, she says this is outrageous punchline. Okay. What? Orthonokuner is saying people like me shouldn't come to school. Her eyes are so devoid of emotion yesterday, looking directly into mine. Shouldn't like me, that's what she said. Don't know if she's really a vampire or not, but she heals from that fatal wound quickly, so she has to be something more than human like our kid. You just can't say that's human. But still, to me, she's a very dear person. Still don't know what kind of feelings I have for her. But with just half a day, it was only half a day, but just thinking she wasn't in my world anymore made me feel like reality was nothing I should care for. So for me, she's someone I can't lose. Senpai, I'd be lying if I said all of it, but I don't care. Even if she is the same as Arcade, Senpai is still Senpai. That is an absolute truth I believe in. Yes, I should say those words I couldn't say last night. However, before that, fine. Cannot help it if you hate me, Tonokun, but this is my daily life, so no matter what you say, I decided to do as I please. She speaks directly, you don't have any complaints, right? Senpai suddenly stares at me. Huh? Of course no complaints here. Feel like such an idiot worrying about it so much, the strength gains from my body. More than that, I can't help but feel really happy. Yeah, of course I don't have any complaints because even I've been doing all your warnings and doing as I please to Senpai. That is acceptable. Then let's shake hands. Shakes out her hand. Don't know what she's thinking, but I take her outstretched hand. Senpai shakes it up and down. Yes, then this is a sign that we have made peace. Let's say this for you, okay, Tonokun? She flashes a full, truly happy smile. With that, she stands up, taking her tray as she walks away. Don't know where, but she seems to be heading somewhere. After putting her dishes in their place, she exits the cafeteria. That's fine. Happy that she's still here at school and that we've made up, but can I let things go about Arcade and that vampire we're hunting? No, it does matter. I mean, I'm trying to play the Arcade route right now, so if I accidentally go down the seer route, I'll feel like I've failed. Then this can't be as good as it is. Senpai, I hurry after her. Oh, Tonokun, 5th period will start soon, you know. You should hurry back to class. He did the same goes for you. Why are you out here in the courtyard? I see. She's only pretending to be a student, so she doesn't really need to go to class. Yeah, that's right. I will be late to 5th period too. I thought I would skip the rest of class, but maybe I should seriously attend class after all. Senpai smiles happily. Senpai, don't tell me you've been taking classes. Of course I was. I wouldn't be dressed like this if I wasn't. Seems quite angry. Ha ha ha. Hey, what's so funny, Tonokun? No, it's just so happy and so angry. I know that you really were Senpai after all. I really am happy. Huh? I am me, but why would that make you laugh, Tonokun? It's nothing. More importantly, Senpai, about Arcade. Ugh. In a flash, Senpai looks up at me with emotionless eyes. It's hard to speak. But this is why I came after her. Please listen to me without getting angry. You told me to stop, but I just can't leave this vampire thing alone. Uh-oh. Her emotionless eyes seem to become tinged with anger. Anyways, I can't just ignore this vampire, but I kind of broke up with Arcade because of yesterday and I can't do anything without help. So if you're looking for this vampire, can I help you? Senpai is quiet. She takes a deep breath. I refuse. She says so with a smile. You refuse? Why? Of course I would. Tonokun, don't you remember almost being killed by her? Hunting vampires means being in continual danger of death. I'll not let you be involved in such a thing, Tonokun. I know, but I'm saying I'm prepared for that. Might not look like it, but I've experienced many near-death situations. I can at least protect myself. Tonokun, how can you say that? I'll admit that you have very good athletic abilities, but even though you have a weak constitution, your body itself is excellent. Slumping her shoulders, Senpai says something very surprising. Okay, really? Okay, dude. Motherfucker. Is Arcade just gone? Have I fucked it? I don't understand. To play Arcade route, do I just need to tell CL to go fuck herself from start to end? I don't understand. Like, right now I want to finish the Arcade route because I've focused on her the entire time. Like, I went away from my usual choice of Akiha and went for fucking Arcade in that dream scene. Instead of just having the succubus go fuck herself. I actually chose Arcade because I didn't want to, fail the Arcade ending, Fucking hell. Then tension seems to disappear and I blurt that out in response. Yes, Tonokun, you got naked when you spent the night at my house. I saw you then, not flabbiness but tight muscles. You were far away, but I thought your body was very well formed. Naked, but I didn't get naked. Did you forget? Tonokun, did you not change before you entered the bath? Ah, that's right. Suddenly I did take off my clothes and had her watch 24. Senpai didn't know you were someone who likes to take peek at people who are changing. No, that was just an accident. I'm happened to see it and was a little curious. Thought maybe it would be alright. That's weird! That's weird, man! Face turns a deep red as she stammers her excuses. Guess she's remembering what she saw that time. Geez, look. No matter how good your body is, Sonoko, ordinary people cannot stand up against a vampire. Oh, that's why she doesn't want me to fight. I see, then it's no problem. Take off my glasses. I take out my knife. My headache starts to flare up, resisting that I cut an appropriate line on a nearby tree. Tonokun, that's how it is. Sorry, but my eyes aren't normal. Arcade told me I can see the depth of things and they're called something like the misty eyes of depth perception. Her eyes widen as she takes it all in. I see, so it isn't the knife that's special, but it's you, Tonokun. Not special, it's just a side effect of an accident I had. That's why she was so interested in you. Your eyes have too much power for an individual to have. Suddenly seems drained of all energy. Certainly with that kind of power, it's more dangerous to leave you alone, Tonokun. And even if I did refuse, he would probably search for the vampire yourself anyway, and he couldn't afford to ignore you. Senpai, you mean... Yes, I do not want you to be involved, but it's too late. Cannot deny that you have any connection to this any longer. So it's okay if we go after this vampire together. Yes, I'm prepared to do that. Senpai extends out a hand, but I can feel it's different than when we shook hands in the cafeteria. Of course I take her hand. Our hands meet briefly and the handshake is over. This makes us a team now. I'm counting on you, Tonokun, so please count on me. From now on, the two of us will hunt down the vampire in this city. Speaks with a gentle smile. As I nod wordless to the chime sounds signaling the end of lunchtime. After classes, please come to the tea ceremony room. We can talk more then. Okay, time to start tryharding. Let's fucking go. Create save game. Memory 16. Yes. Restore a save game. Memory 15. Go eat some lunch, motherfucker. Skip. Guess so. Oh well, we're finally friends again, and if I talk to her about arcades, she'll probably get angry once more. For now, I have to maintain this relationship. I was sent by as she leaves and then dig into my meal. The end of the day, homeroom session is over. My chattering classmates all get up from their seats. Well then, I should wait here a bit and see what happens. Senpai might come here, and even if she doesn't, I can't go to the tea ceremony room. Doesn't seem like Senpai's coming. Guess I just have to go to the tea ceremony room. My legs quickly exit the classroom I had there. Well, some meeting Senpai means there are a lot of things we have to talk about. But the vampire in this town and about arcade. Even though I know it will be painful to talk about them, I still get excited at the chance to be with Senpai again. Try to breathe hard. I dash down towards the tea ceremony room. There isn't anyone here. It seems like she hasn't come here yet. Pant. Think I got too excited. Sitting down on the tatami mat, I crash my breath. Pant. My heated body doesn't cool off that easily. I painfully gasp for air. My body is drenched in sweat and I feel terrible. My panting feels weird. There's something weird. I've been resting for a while, but my breathing is getting worse. In the first place, why is my body tired after only running this little distance? Gah! Suddenly a stabbing pain fills my chest. You have already viewed this scene. Would you like to skip? Skip. Will it excel sense lesson? Yes. You have already viewed this scene. Would you like to skip? Yes. This is so sad. I think I bogged it. Just hoping I didn't bog it too hard. No, I didn't. Senpai runs towards the school building. I'm late too, so I run as well. The end of the day, homeroom session is over. My chattering classmates all got up from their seats. I usually just linger until the chaos has passed over, but today I stand up with everyone else. Quickly walk out of the classroom. I head for the tea ceremony room. A lot has happened between Senpai and me, but it really turned out well. I'm glad to be able to help her, and I can be more assured than I was fighting by myself. But more than that, I'm excited just to have the chance to be with Senpai once more. I breathe hard. I dash towards the tea ceremony room. There isn't anyone here. It seems like she hasn't come here yet. Pant, pant. I think I got too excited. Sitting down on the tatami mat, I catch my breath. Pant, pant, pant. My heated body doesn't cool off that easily. I painfully gasp for air. My body is drenched in sweat and I feel terrible. My gasping fills the air. There's something weird. I've been resting for a while. My breathing is getting worse. In the first place, why is my body tired after only running this little distance? Gah! Suddenly pain fills my chest. You have already viewed this scene. Would you like to skip? Skip. Will it take seal senses lesson? You have already viewed this scene. Would you like to skip? Don't skip. Okay, where did I go wrong, man? This is fucked up. Fucked it up. Fucked it up again. Yay. Hey, what do you mean ridiculous for us? Let me tell you, in terms of non-fighting strength, you're stronger than I am. I won't break things at random. Saying that her cute extends her hands as she's about to take them by force. Her attitude is becoming more and more suspicious. Bounce up off the bed to get away from her. Hey, you're running away, of course. Till you know I'm not handing over these glasses, even if there's only one in a million chance you'll like them. They're irreplaceable to me. After all, you're the one who said I shouldn't be able to stay sane without these glasses. You want me to go crazy? Huh? No, that's not it at all. Like he's obviously trying to look at me. Come on, Arcade, I don't know what you're planning. Before you lose these glasses, I won't be in any position to help you. If I were to see the lines 24 hours a day, I think I'd die from the headache before I'd go mad. How are you to see me? Would you like to skip? Honestly, what happens if I stay inside the room? Long Arcade is unable to move. Blindly going outside would be dangerous. Gripping the knife with one hand, I hold my breath. Arcade is silent too. She looks like she's being careful of what's around her. The floor below is being noisy. Perhaps the shock woke up the guests and maybe they're complaining to the hotel people. Still 4 in the morning, but even so the noise is as loud as the start of a festival. Even that falls silent a few minutes later. The noise disappears, a sickening silence. The lights go out. At the same time, the sound of conversation sitting at the door. Are you prepared, Shiki? Arcade whispers in the dark. Prepared for what? Don't even have to ask her. If remaining in here was a mistake, then that question was also a mistake. Turn towards the door at the sound of it breaking. No sound escapes from my mouth as I turn around. Blind white teeth fill my vision. Like a giant maw capable of consuming me whole, somehow I'm able to calmly tell it's the jaws of a shark. Flesh blood spills everywhere. With the thumb, what remains of my body falls to the floor. What falls is my head. Everything below my face has been consumed in one bite. That is the last scene I ever see. I had it. No. Made the right decision the first time around. Wow. Start from the beginning. Skip. Go out into the hallway to think about it. Skip. Stay in school. Skip. Sitting room. Skip. Greet both of them. Skip. Tea ceremony. Skip. This is just a bad dream. This is without a doubt reality wrought by my own hands. Skip. I'll cooperate. No, I won't cooperate. Escape somehow. Skip. Should be escaping after all. Still I can't sleep alone. Skip. Fine. No. This is where I save. Create a safe game. This is where I go to memory 1. Save there. Skip. I've watched all of this before. And then she collapses. Skip. And this is going to be create save game memory 2. Restore a saved game, memory 2. Still too early. Still too early. There's about 10 meters between me and Dash. I need more definite opening before I can draw close without him realizing me. I gulp a little more something I do not understand, muttering. As speaking to the moon above, Dash mutters aloud. It is displeasing to be faced by such unsightly enmity, but I cannot think this is one of the prince's familiars. Is that just trash? Shiki ran away, Arcade's composed voice. that I can understand in time. Death. Lord. I was right. Create save game memory 2. Have to destroy the main body is what I went for the first time. Go with it for now, even if I request attack dash, these beasts would get in the way. And I have to bear them and wait for an opening to. Gah, I get struck in the back from behind. And one of the black dogs is trying me with its head. And now my spine creaks and I can't breathe. Ah, both of my thighs are punctured by canine teeth. Ah, pierced their foreheads audibly with my knife. The two dogs dissolve like mud, leaving only burning pain behind in my legs. The beasts are not controlled. Some of them come to feed one at a time. Restore a safe game. So I made every choice right in this fight. Pog. Skipper. Memory 3. These are the 3 memories I will be using. Try telling the truth, I don't want to lie to Akia, and if I explain everything clearly, Akia may understand all the possibility of that is like winning a lottery. Alright, let's go. Taking a deep breath, I open the sitting room door. In the sitting room, Akia is on the sofa and she's standing by the wall. Warning me, son. Her gaze is telling me I'm angry. Your morning, Akia, a defiant person is strong. Give a cheerful greeting to Akia's bullying gaze. She might be confused with my cheerfulness as she stares at me. Nissan, the suspense of the greetings. Please sit here, I wish to speak with you. Sure, let's keep it short though. Solemnly and calmly sit down on the sofa across from Akiha. Well then, Nissan, this is very abrupt, but may I ask about these past few days? I knew it. Since I left the house for 2 days, there's no excuse. I'm to honestly hear all about Turkey than these past 2 days. About that, Akia, yes, what is it, Nissan? This past 2 days I'm hunting a vampire. You know about the recent killings, right? There was the work of a vampire, so I helped a good vampire I met recently and I fought with a vampire. Bad vampire. Like that I explained concisely. What? Okay, I seemed completely by surprise, so I guess it is a natural reaction. And she's probably thinking I'm making a fool of her and anytime in the next instant. Are you making a fool of me, Nissan? She shouted something like that to me. Huh? She seems upset but she doesn't say anything. Akiha? Nissan, is this some sort of bad joke? Akiha looks at me quietly like she was seeing directly into my heart. No, well, how should I put this? A joke, right? Well, I know it sounds like one, but no, it has to be a joke. Suppose you don't say such things in the future even if it is a joke. She stares at me more uneasy than angry. Since the stare looks so serious, yeah, I can only nod to her. You have already viewed this in, would you like to skip? Restore a saved game. Actually, I'll create a save game. This shall be saved game number. Okay, you can see why I would be confused about these 2 saves, yeah? Okay. Now restore a saved game number 2. And now restore a saved game number 3. And then I'll apologize. Skip. Actually, restore a saved game. $22.25. Skip. I wanna see how it goes with this route actually. If anything changes. Ask about last night, you have already viewed this in skip. Alright, I'll eat. Alright, I won't eat. Skip. Mary seems to do something so embarrassing. I don't care, I'll nod. Skip. Might be Akiha. I fucked up. Lord. Skip. Skip. Save here. Might be Akiha. Sui and Kokusan probably knocks so that leaves on the Akiha. Akiha? Should have been better and call out. The moonlight only dimly in this room, so I can hardly see. I look around, but I don't see anyone's silhouette. Must be my imagination. My mind must be a little dull from lack of sleep. I let out a breath and roll over into my side. The light on my nightstand comes on. Eh? My heart skips a beat. That's strange. Don't remember turning that on. Turn off the light. I have school tomorrow, so I need to get some sleep. That won't do me, son. I need the lights on for this. Suddenly from behind me a calm voice calls out. I turn around. There I see Akiha and Kohaku-san. Akiha, what are you doing here at this hour? Why is Kohaku-san with you? Did something happen? Still out of bed as I speak. After exchanging glances, they laugh. Please, Shiki-san, you're too out of it. Akiha-san went here because there is something. Kohaku-san giggles. I don't understand what's so funny. Kohaku laughing like that is good to reason. I understand that you shouldn't surprise him too much. I have to save the fun for later, right? No. No, don't you dare. Yeah, because no. This is so weird, man. This is so fucking weird. Stop. No. Don't be like that. Just don't that's just don't be like that, man. You can choose not to be like that. Okay, now it just seems like Okay, what the fuck? Wait. No, 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 no. No, no, that music, no. That's no. Fuck right off, man. So that was my main idea of getting a good ending. That was the main thing I wanted to attempt. Now I'm just grandly fucked now, aren't I? Actually, could be different. I'll skip past. Yeah? I'll skip past real fast. Yeah, I'll just check if there's a picture or anything. Okay, fuck right off. Fuck right off. Return to title. Fuck you.
Why did I need to see that? Didn't want to see that. I really didn't want to see that. For fuck's sake, man. So bad. So bad. The Japanese and their fetishes, so bad. Why must it be? Why must it be?
Okay. Memory 5. Yeah, dude. Fuck. Arcute, Pog. Yes, please. Yes, please. Oh my god. Let's see what happens here. Okay, what the fuck? Type Moon, come on. The biggest bribe in Type Moon is food, for fuck's sake. Well, actually, this food isn't such a bad bribe, to be perfectly fair. You know, it's not like... Realistically speaking, historically speaking, food is pretty important.
is pretty important. 2021. Just because I'm Asian. Just because I'm playing an Asian game. Create a save game. Memory 6. Restore saved game. Memory 6.
the city. Let's see. Go back to the mansion. So saved game. The ceremony. Skip, 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 skip. Skip, skip, skip. Does it even change anything? It does not change anything at all. Restore a saved game. Motherfucker. Restore a saved game. Create a save game. bog. What the fuck? Am I... Game is bogged. Game is bogging. Game is bogged. So I believe there's a walkthrough somewhere around here. Just want to check one thing in the walkthrough. If there is a walkthrough. No, there isn't. Okay. Mizuka Satsuki gives a faint smile. Can you remember the names of my own classmates? You know, it's just that I haven't spoken to you much. Yeah, I was a little nervous about talking to you. Yumizaka smiles again. She seems happy about something. Yumizaka continues to stare at me as if she wants to say something else. Alright, so maybe this is what I have to do for the arcade route. Maybe if I meet CL, then I'm just hard locked into the CL route? Because in the current playthrough, I've had absolutely fucking nothing to do with Yumuzuka. I just saw her at the beginning and then she fucked right off. And I know that she stopped coming to school. That's about it. Once I don't know all that, although we're in the same class, I can count the times they're smoking. Yumizaka Satsuki is the center of attention. She's often the topic of conversation among the boys. There aren't any bad rumors about her among the girls. In short, she's your typical class idol. Naturally, she's always surrounded by a crowd. She's the complete opposite of a loner like me. While I might be able to remember the name Yumizaka Satsuki, there's no reason for her to remember the name Tonoshiki. Seems like some bothersome coincidences are at work today. Tono-kun, can I ask you a question? If I can answer, you can ask as many as you want. Sorry if it's something personal, but you said you were moving. Are you going to move somewhere far away? Her voice trails off as if it's hard for her to ask. She clasps her hands to stop fidgeting. I know it's sudden, but will you be transferring somewhere? No. Changing my residence, but not my school. My new house is still in this town anyway, so it's no big deal. Oh, that's good. Yumizaka sighs with relief. How odd. Why would something like me moving cause that kind of reaction? But are you going to leave the Arimas? Yeah. I enjoyed living with them, but I can't leech off of them forever. Huh? How does Yumizaka know that? No one at the school should know I was living with the Arimas except for a certain guy. Stalker! What the fuck? What's up, Lona? I carefree loud voice rings out from the classroom doorway. As if one cue, the guy who's been my friend since middle school appears. Is there a Yumizaka route? I don't think there is, to be honest. Hey, if it isn't Yumizaka. It's not finished you talking to Tono. Morning in week when Yumizaka looks over with an unenthusiastic reply. I guess she isn't the type who would respond well to a guy like him. Tono speaking chicks, what the hell is going on? I thought you weren't interested in them. Ariko explains his joke loudly. You moron, stop spraying lies. I'm a normal guy. Of course I'm interested in girls. Is that right? Good for you, man. Still, these days girls find it more amusing if you have a weird sex drive instead. But they'll only find it amusing and won't go any farther. Bottomless cheerful laughter echoes throughout the morning classroom. I let out another sigh and once again wonder, like I have many times before, how I ended up knowing this person. His hair dyed orange, ears pierced. His vicious glare that shouts he will pick a fight with anyone anytime, and is wearing of rebellious clothes. In me, Hariko is the only free-spirited outlaw in our university-oriented high school. You have to be so loud this early in the morning. I'm depressed about all sorts of stuff, so stay away from me today, okay? Wave my hand to show him away. Depressed? What's wrong, man? Is it that time of the month? Wait, I take that back. But then just for today, stay away from me for the rest of my life. Depression will only get worse with you around. Ignoring Hariko, head to my own desk, cropping my bag and taking a seat. I stretch my back. Hey, you can't just ignore other people like that, Tana. You're gonna hurt people with that careless attitude of yours. Oh, that's news to me. Isn't there some way I can kill them instead? She can tell me how I'll repay you by trying it out on you. That's cold, man. Aren't you just a little nastier than usual this morning? Didn't I tell you I'm depressed, other people aside? Certainly not showing any kindness to you. Hariko sighs. Why are you always mean to me, Tono? You're like a saint to everyone else. It's not fair. What, you just figured that out? The world's unfair. You really are only mean to me. Hariko gives another exaggerated sigh. I didn't try particularly hard to be cold to Hariko. That's just the kind of relationship we have. So Hariko, it's a chronically late night owl who never shows up until second period doing here in homeroom. So no, it's very odd. We've gone through all of this. Haha, I was thinking that too. I guess being in school on time isn't just for when I happen to wake up early. Well, I won't comment on your hobbies, but what I'm asking is why you woke up early. Why I woke up early, my guess is because I can't stay out late since all that first started, so I actually go to sleep at night now. You heard the series about the serial killer, haven't you? I see. Come to think of it, did hear something like that. Feel a tinge of regret at needing Arihiko to remind me. For the past 2 or 3 days, I had been debating whether or not to return to the Tono household, so I completely lost touch with the news. What was that again? They've given it some really nasty name, like the freakish serial killings or something. I'm an idiot for asking him. Yeah, I remember now. All the victims were cut up into pieces and arranged in a pattern or something. No, anyway, everyone who was killed lost a lot of blood. Oh yeah, that was it. They said it's some kind of modern day vampire or something. Sure know a lot about this Mizuka-san. Not really, it's happening in this town, so it's in the news. You better remember it even if you don't want to. I see. I thought it was happening in a neighboring town, but I guess it moved down here. Well, anyway, that's what happened. Even I wouldn't be going on the streets at night with a killer walking around. That's why I've been waking up at 7 lately. Wait, that's it? Having a good reason doesn't make a good story. Where's the fun in that? Man, you're cold. What, did you collapse from anemia already this morning? I'm alright, thanks for asking. If I was anemic 24 hours a day, I'd be dead by now. Yeah, you're right. If you say you're okay, then I guess you're okay. And the bell rings, interrupting our conversation. Hey, class is about to begin. Hurry up and get back to your seat. With a yeah, Riku goes back to his seat. See you later, Tono-kun. Ah, yeah. Sorry for keeping you, Mizuka-san. Her light footsteps tap across the floor as she returns to her desk. Let's talk again later, she says, except we never ended up talking again later and she just fucking disappeared. Second period is over. Our homeroom teacher, who is also our math teacher, calls out to me as he leaves. Tony, your documents are missing some details. Please go visit the office. Shouldn't take long, so I'll head to the office before the third period starts. The office is on the first floor, the second year classroom on the second floor. But I could make it back before third period starts if I run. I run. And run. And run. The impact floors me with a thud. My head hit something on the wall straight before my eyes. Ow, ow, ow. Ow. I hear a voice nearby. It's a woman's voice I've never heard before. Looks like I ran into someone. I'm sorry, are you alright? I still can't see my surroundings too well, but I apologize to the person I hit. Yes, I'm alright. How about you? Are you okay? There's no trace of accusation in that gentle voice. Don't know who she is, but it seemed like she's worried about me. Ah, yeah, I'm also okay. Shake my head and stand up. Finally, I can see clearly. Are you really alright? Your forehead is swelling up. Eh? I feel a prickle of pain when I try to touch it with my hand. Just like she said, I'm developing a magnificent lump. I'm so sorry, I was not paying attention to where I was going. Your forehead must really hurt, right? The female student gazes apologetically at my face. From the formal way she spoke, I assumed she was a first year. But from the color of her ribbon, I can see she's a third year. In other words, my senpai. No, it's fine, really. I'm the one at fault. Sorry for bumping into you, senpai. Lower my head in a bow. Come to think of it, you're right. You shouldn't be running down hallways, you know. There are people like me spaced out while looking down at the courtyard. Yes, I'll be more careful. Are you alright, senpai? Yes, I only fell. It's because you ran into the wall while trying to avoid hitting me, Tonokon. Really? No wonder I'm seeing stars. Lucky to get off with just a bump after running into a wall at that speed. Sorry about that, but spacing out in the hallway is also dangerous, senpai. Yes, I'll be more careful. Senpai smiles and nods. It's an honest smile. Oh, excuse me, I'd best be going. Beating the dust off my pants, I began walking towards the office. But the older student continues to watch me through her glasses. Wait, just who is she? I was distracted because I ran into her. Come to think of it, she's beautiful. She's this beautiful the main students would be talking about a third year beauty wearing glasses. I'm going now. I should go back to your classroom too, senpai. If you're in any pain, please come to my classroom. I'm Tonoshin, second year, third class. I'll take responsibility, she nods. Even though she's older than me, it's like dealing with someone younger. Alright, if anything happens, I'll come to your classroom at lunchtime. Remember, Shiki-kun, you mustn't run in the hallways. Okay, but you ain't space out in the hallways either, senpai. With that, I wave my hand and leave. Wait, Shiki-kun? I haven't told her my first name. Come to think of it, she did use my name earlier too. Huh? Have I met you before, senpai? Eh? Senpai cries out in surprise and mischievously puts on a depressed face. You're terrible, Tonokon. You've forgotten about me? Forgotten? No, I don't think so. If I ever got myself involved with a woman like her, there'd be no way I'd forget. She looks up at me reproachfully. Those eyes I'm sure I remember from somewhere, don't I? Come to think of it, we exchanged greetings once or twice before, didn't we? Seo senpai, right? Say her name apprehensively. Yes, and I'm glad you remember. You seem the type to space out and forget, Tonokon. Don't think I space out, but there's nothing I can do about the fact that I forget. Well then, goodbye. Let's meet again at lunchtime. Since senpai bows again, I watched her walk down the hallway. It's lunchtime now, then where should I eat lunch? Since I'm doing a wildly different route, eat lunch in class. It's lunchtime and the classroom starts to liven up. Some guys are dashing off towards the cafeteria. A group of girls are rearranging desks to form a table, and some students are calmly leaving the classroom, box lunches in hand. Watch them while I set down the milk and bread I bought. Sheesh, not much of an appetite as usual, huh, Tono? The guy in front of me being here is already a part of my daily routine, and I'm not about to start complaining now. But man, what's up with us? Just the two of us eating lunch together. The kind of meal goes accompanied by a beautiful blossom. She don't have any blossoms, so why don't you join that group over there? I'm not going to stop you, idiot. When I say blossom, I mean a single beautiful blossom. Those girls making a group aren't good, they're poisonous rather than being beautiful. Ariko's comment would have probably earned him some rocks thrown in his direction. The group of girls heard him. Like the girls in our class didn't hear these poisonous words. That's pretty harsh, Ariko. I knew you were a bad guy before, but haven't you been getting worse lately? You're surpassing merely bad and getting into deviant. Can't help it, can I? When there's a truly beautiful blossom at your school, my discerning eye grows more critical. So who is this beautiful blossom? That's a secret. I don't want more competition now, do I? Hariko laughs with an ambitious smile spilling over his face. As it is something I don't have, I'm a little impressed by his ability to express himself so frankly. And then the person I just met comes in from the classroom door. With a box lunch in one hand, there's no way I could mistake her. Hello, Tono, could mind if I interrupt? Yeah, it's fine, of course. Smiling, senpai brings over a chair and sits down naturally. Senpai, are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt at all. Even her smiling reply troubles me. She said to come here at lunchtime, so I thought it would be rude if I did not. It's true that I said that, but What I intended to say was that she could come and I would take responsibility if she ended up being hurt. Senpai Ariko stamps the table with a bang as he stands up. I know, Ikon. Could it be that you and Tono-kun are acquainted? Yeah, we're more than casual acquaintances. Tono and I have been friends since we were kids. Right, Tono? You could even say we were best friends. Ariko makes a tight face for emphasis. There's no room for agreement or disagreement. Oh really? It's such a coincidence that you two are friends. Sure is. This posture has such a calm face. I'm wondering just when did they start to get along with Senpai? Ha 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 ha. Hiko glares at me while laughing to his Senpai. After finally, I wonder if that's what you'd call being well-rounded. In the end, Hariko forcibly convinces Senpai to stay for lunch. First thing she brought her lunch, perhaps that's what she had in mind in the first place. Oinukin, did you live by yourself? No, I live with my sister. Our parents left us in charge of the house, so we naturally learned how to cook, that's all. Hariko seems familiar with Senpai. He's able to talk to her more casually than I can. I've only met her a few times. By the way, Senpai, you said that you were called here by Tono. Did something happen? Yes, sir, I ran to Tono-kun during the break. I wasn't hurt, but Tono-kun hit his head. When you came to see him because you became worried? Yes, that's about right. Senpai's voice is brisk and pleasant to listen to. Since listening is more interesting than talking, I kept silent. That's when Hariko directs the conversation towards me. What's wrong, Tono? Running with someone, don't tell me your enemy is acting up again. Hariko's voice betrays his deep concern about my health. No, it's not that. I was running to the office to deal with some details for me moving. That's when I ran into Senpai. Really? Well, I guess your carelessness was our fault. He pulls his arm in non-agreement to itself. Tono-kun, are you changing schools? Senpai suddenly outbursts almost hysterically. Really, why does he think I'm changing schools just because of that? Or changing schools, Senpai? I'm just changing my place of residence, so I filed the paperwork for a change of address. So that means you're going to be living alone? No, I'm just going back to my real home. It's that fancy place on top of the hill. I still can't quite believe it yet. How could that possibly be the Tono mansion? Senpai asked with some hesitation. The Western style house on top of the hill is probably seen as something special to the residents of the town. I haven't been there for 8 years, but even in my memories, the Tono mansion was ridiculously large. Yeah, that's right, I don't think it's the place. Okay. Is this lady going to make this route playable? Her eyes look like she wants to say something, but it seems like she can't bring herself to intrude. What's wrong, Mizuka-san? Will Hariko and Senpai call out to you, Mizuka? I have something to talk to you about. Is now a good time? Sure. Can we talk here? Mizuka's eyes flicker toward Hariko. It seems Mizuka isn't good at dealing with Hariko. Is it alright if we discuss this in the hallway? I don't mind. Leaving for a while, Hariko. Going to Hariko and Senpai exit with you, Mizuka, into the hallway. So what did you want to ask me? I'm sorry if I'm wrong about this, but have you been walking around at night in the business district lately? Huh? business district. I rarely go there even in the daytime, let alone at night. The question is so entirely off that I become interested instead. At night, you say? Around what time? From what I've heard, past midnight. Midnight, then that rules it out completely. I occasionally go out to the business district at night to buy something, but I've never been out into the city that late before. That's definitely not me. My household is old-fashioned, so they've got a curfew at 7. You can't get in after that, even if you cry. Since I don't want to have to camp outside, I tried to my death to get home before 7. Hey, Shala. Your curfew in the new home is 8 and you complained about it when it was 7 in the... What the fuck? Privileged. And he thinks he's gonna get away with even more. Come on, piece of shit. I'm upfront in denying Yumizuka's question. She smiles happily. Yeah, I know. The Arima family is also the head of a style of tea ceremony. That's right, it must be really strict for you, Tonokun. Not so much strict as they like to tease me, eh? Yumizuka-san, you seem to know quite a bit. You're a student of it? No. Don't really know that much about tea ceremony. I have a friend who goes there and she told me it was really strict. Oh, but Yumizuka-san, how did you know I lived at the Arimas? I haven't even told anyone here at our high school. Forgotten that we went to the same middle school together, haven't you? Yumizuka giggles as she speaks, eh? Went to the same middle school? Can't remember, so I can't say anything, but if that's true, then it wouldn't be odd if she knew I was entrusted to the Arimas. Yumizuka-san, maybe, It's okay as long as it's not you, Tonokun. Sorry for interrupting your lunch. Interrupting my words, Yumizuka Satsuki goes back into the classroom after saying this. Yo, is your conversation over? Yeah, it seems like she just got the wrong person. Hey, Arihiko. Yeah. Yumizuka went to our middle school. Same more, she was our classmate during our second and third year. Now in the second year of high school, making up for 3 years in total. Huh? As if she knew my question, he answers. How did you know I was going to ask? Because of that look on your face. But damn, I thought you were just ignoring her, but you actually didn't even notice her. Haha! She's really persistent, or maybe she's just eccentric. She's had to suffer a lot. Hariko makes a difficult face and shrugs. Come on, Asoda! I feel so bad for her. I feel so bad for her. At least when I did it well knowing the circumstances. This motherfucker is just dance, man. Okay. I knew it. She's Tonokun's girlfriend. Right? Okay, what are you saying, Senpai? There's no way that would be. I've never even had a proper conversation with her. No, there's no use hiding it. You two look like you get along very well. I'm a little jealous. What's making her so happy? Senpai looks at me with an excited expression. Senpai, you say something to this confused person here too. About what? I don't know what you and Yumizuka are up to. All I know is that you two were having a merry conversation this morning. Yeah, a secret meeting at school in the morning. How bold of you, Tonokon. Senpai is getting more and more worked up in an incomprehensible way. Well, whatever. After all, it doesn't matter to me if Senpai misunderstands. But you mustn't be so blunt to her, Tonokon. Yumizuka-san looks kind of sad, doesn't she? You've got to give her more of your attention. Senpai lunch is going to end soon. Yes, see you later, Tonokon Inui-kun. Smiling, Senpai leaves her classroom. Sigh. I feel a little exhausted. Tono, don't go after Yumizuka. Hariko mumbles this with a stern face. Don't go after why? Listen, about Yumizuka, despite her appearance, she's really shy and simple-minded. She's not compatible at all with someone absent-minded like you. That kind of girl is dangerous to get really involved with. Hariko goes back to his own seat. I trust my homie more than a fucking whore who abandoned me in the tea ceremony room. Caused the bad end. Casablancas? Okay. I'm thinking of doing something with Yumizuka-san. I don't know when in particular, sit down in my own seat. You've already viewed this in. Would you like to skip? Skip. Eh? These are so surprised about how calm you are about all of this, Donovan. Really? Well, my family is ashfiqur, so I'm used to these kinds of things. Well, boundary Senpai, didn't you have something you wanted to talk to me about? Yes, I haven't thanked you for this morning yet, so I thought I'd take care of you a bit like this. So I make sure you include this statement with a soft smile. Take care of me, that's not how you use the phrase take care in Japanese, Senpai. What do you mean people don't say taking care when they're showing someone hospitality in order to thank them? No, they don't. I don't think it's a mistake because but it's not quite right either. These manners related phrases sure are difficult, aren't they? So they shouldn't try to use them if I'm not familiar with them, Senpai laughs embarrassedly. No, not at all. They say manners come from the heart after all. As long as you have the right feeling, it's just a trivial error. Senpai's eyes snap in my direction as she stares at me. Her gaze is so serious, I feel like I just became some kind of rare animal in a zoo. Senpai, did I just say something rude? Senpai continues to stare at me. Senpai, for some reason I feel incredibly embarrassed. It really does suit you well, Tonokon. Being younger yet calmer than you're impertinent. Huh? I forgot what impertinent means, but it's not a good thing at all. I believe it's like disrespectful. Yeah, disrespectful. What the fuck? Senpai glares at me. I don't understand how her mind works at all. I'm sorry, it was kind of arrogant for me to speak like that. As it was so impertinent, I was moved. She lowers her whole shoulders with a sigh and she sips her tea. I've become curious about you, Tonokon. Please talk to me. Can be about anything. Senpai straightens her posture with an attitude like a teacher looking at her student. Doesn't seem like you can refuse. Well, okay, but it's not going to be very interesting if you're just going to talk about me, Senpai. Senpai responds with a smile. I've got no choice. She's not like me, but I suppose I'll talk to her about school. Then Senpai was happy to listen no matter what I talked to her about. It's surprising to see her get so worked up when we were talking about middle school. Well, Senpai had never been on a school trip. That sounds nice, everyone going on a trip together, she said, her eyes twinkling. It's quite an impressive sight. At any rate, I held a one-sided conversation for an hour, but it made me rather tired. Senpai's permission, I decided to head home. I already viewed the scene. Would you like to skip? Skip. 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 Both of them. Skip. Skip. Morning lessons are over. It's lunch break and Arhika has gone on ahead to the cafeteria. Now where should I have my lunch? In the classroom. So to go buy some bread and eat it slowly in my classroom. There's still a few guys and that close group of girls in here as well, huh? I just noticed Yumizaka Satsuki usually almost catching off all girls in nowhere to be seen. She must be absent. I must be pretty absent-minded to take until last time I realized one of my own classmates isn't even here. You have already viewed this scene. Would you like to skip here? But just what is wrong about it? I killed her. Is that fact wrong? I didn't kill her. Is that fact wrong? No, all that's totally wrong. Wrong. So what am I? Wrong. What is wrong? That's because I'm saying it's wrong. The fact that I didn't kill her is wrong. No, wrong. Don't even know her. She's some stranger I saw walking down the street. See? Isn't that strange to you, Shiki? She's a complete stranger. Why would I have to kill her? There's no answer to my screams. Besides, the reason is clear. From the moment I saw her, I could only think of one thing. Yes, I, Tonoshiki, wanted to kill that girl. That's what I wanted to do back then. Just that it was all so muddy inside my head, I didn't put it into words. Wrong. Feel like throwing up. Hug. The contents of my stomach are coming back up. The cream just soaks into my eyeballs. I dash out. Don't think for even a moment of how I'd be seen or to hide the body. Just want to escape from here. Half crazy, I flee from the unfamiliar apartment. Gah, burg. My gastric juices rise in my throat. Throw everything back up. My food, my gastric juices, everything while I cry. Pant, wheeze, gasp, pant. There is nothing left in my stomach. My body continues to force me to throw up as if trying to undo what had occurred and return me to a normal life. Pant, wheeze, gasp, pant, pain. It hurts like my insides are burning. The tears won't stop and my body collapses. It'll flow like a pile of garbage. Gah. I keep crying. I killed someone. I killed her without reason or mercy, like breaking apart a doll. Why? Why else feels like that? Why I killed her even though I can't find a reason. Gah. Stomach acid drips over my lips, passing out of my mouth, dripping down my jaw. Mixed with the juices is something red. My throat is probably bleeding because my stomach keeps trying to throw up even when there's nothing left in there. Oh, it hurts. That's why this isn't a dream and I'm just lying to myself. It's all lies. Just actually I understand everything. I lost it after her. Just looking at her aroused me. When I cut her apart, it was so thrilling. I almost ejaculated. These eyes too. I knew these lines could cut things apart like people being shred. I should have understood that even a person could easily be cut apart like I just did to her. I had lived a normal life without even thinking about something like that. If I really am the sort of dangerous person who could easily kill just about anything, then I should have put out these eyes or lived a life without seeing anyone. Sorry, Sensei. I'm so sorry. Not even such a simple promise was I able to keep. But I don't care about myself. I killed that person. That person is life up until now. The people around that person, the future that person dreamed of, everything destroyed by a stranger. If I regret it, I can't be forgiven. Even if I apologize, I can't be forgiven. Have I gone insane? I don't know. There isn't even a trace of that impulse left. The thought of holding back never crossed my mind. I didn't even consider trying to stop myself. kill this girl. It had seemed like the obvious thing to do, and everyone's voting. Then the answer is simple. I must be insane. Probably been mad since 8 years ago when I miraculously came back to life from a fatal accident. And there's the sound of rain coming from somewhere. It's raining. I'm in a daze. My throat hurts when I try to breathe. So he doesn't think it's static this time. He thinks it's rain. Ouch. I can speak. Shiki-sama? Then I become aware of someone's presence near me. My room. Somehow I'm in my own room. Have you awakened, Shiki-sama? You see? Yes. How's your body feeling? You see, asked me an odd question. There's not a single thing wrong with my body, but... Why? Yes, why? Why am I sleep in a place like this? Even though I was about to say kill someone, but I stopped myself. My brain tells me I shouldn't say those words. What am I doing here, Hisui? Do you not remember, Shiki-sama? Hisui raises her blouse slightly. Her school called to say you left early. However, you did not come back even after that. So, when my sister went to look for you, she found you resting in the park. Park? You mean the park near here? Yes, when she found you, you were resting on the park bench. Then you returned to the mansion on your own feet. You have got to be kidding. I didn't remember any of that. I do not believe it. It's such an odd thing that your memory is unstable, Shiki-sama. It's difficult for him to say this, but when my sister brought you back here in a daze, I don't remember any of this. I have no reason to doubt what he says. Yeah, it's already 9 o'clock. I don't remember anything. Yes. When you returned to the mansion, you said you wanted to sleep. My sister suggested we call a doctor, but you said it happens all the time. I see. I guess I do collapse someone near me all the time, but this time it's different. Because I'd killed someone, huh? What do I look like, Hisui? Huh? My clothing, I mean. Was my uniform with the blood? To stain with blood. Your uniform was dirty, so I'm washing it. Washing in those blood-stained clothes? There's certainly mud on it, but nothing like blood, eh? But it was so... Even though I was on my knees in a sea of blood and both my arms and legs had been completely soaked red. Have you had a nightmare of some sort, Shiki-sama? Looks like you're having a bad dream until now and you do not look fine. She stares at my face. A dream? That? A dream? Was it a dream? That feeling? That smell of blood? That hideously beautiful white girl? No, maybe you're right. That's just a bad dream. Phew. I breathe out slowly. That's right. That's got to be a bad dream. There's no way I would break my childhood promise to something needlessly and for no reason. But that, is it being a dream too good to be true? Did I fuck up? I'm gonna check the VOD. I'm actually gonna do a weird jump and check the VOD. Do a weird jump and check the VOD. Ugh, bird. I don't want to hear my voice. Okay, I failed. I failed to do the Force NCD. She's somewhere is still not feeling well. No more right now, but that something like that must have been a dream. That's what I've got to believe. If I don't believe so, I just can't be sleeping here. Yes. If I'm feeling better, I'll go prepare dinner now. Dinner? No way, I can't eat when the color and smell of blood chilling is in my mind. No, it's fine, I'm just going to sleep like this tonight. More abundantly, he said, yes, what is it, Shigisama? Well, it seems like I came back after dusk, but did Akia say anything? Akia-sama was not home yet at that time. She came back about 2 hours ago and was informed of your condition through my sister. He seems to silently ask what about it. Oh, it's nothing else. She's wondering if she was disgusted for causing her trouble on just the second day after I've come back. It seemed like Akia-sama was disturbed, but I would not say she was disgusted. Saying this is sweet takes a step away from me. Well, I will be leaving now. Please call for me if you need anything. Yeah, thanks. Oh, and one more thing I forgot to ask. Yes, what is it, Shigisama? It's raining outside. When did it start? Before you came back, Shigisama. My sister found you were drenched. I see, I can't even remember that. Seems like it was a pretty serious case of anemia. If that's the case, I shouldn't have pushed myself and should have just rested at school. Good night, I'm really sorry about today. This is just my gratitude to Kawaku-san to understand. Good night. A dream, huh? It's like I don't even know. It's like I don't even know what I felt. But if I can't understand what happened or how I feel about it, how do I know it was a dream? Hear the sound of the rain outside. My mind still feels like a little heavy. Glance down at my chest. The old wound from 8 years ago is still distinctly there like a burned scar. Ah, top of my desk was the knife my father left me. That was a dream, nothing more. I repeat this over and over again, trying to placate myself until I sleep. But when I was a child, I think someone once told me, don't tell lies that you can't even fool yourself with. The Black Beast one. Okay, there's a very easy way to check this. Oh, I can't check anything other than this particular. Fuck off. Create a save game. Here, why the fuck not? I'm gonna start from the beginning just to check if I made one fucking mistake or not. When I come to its morning, maybe the rain stopped, I can't hear it anymore. It seems clouded outside, and the sunlight through the window is dim. Ha. Taking a deep breath, I get out of bed. I didn't sleep well last night. Over and over, as I was about to fall asleep, that scene would replay in my mind and keep me awake. Crimson sore and limbs everywhere. Reason and memory are liabilities at times like this. They force me to remember things I only want to forget. It's just a dream. Why am I so bothered by it? Yes, just a dream. I should forget it quickly without a moment's delay. Knock knock, someone knocks on the door. It's past 6 o'clock in the morning. Who could it be this early? Excuse me. Shigisama, are you awake? Yeah, I've been sleeping since yesterday afternoon, so I'm awake early. So what about you, Hisui? What's happening at this time in the morning? Hisui falls silent. Actually, now that I look carefully, I notice she has my school uniform in her hands. I see you brought me a change of clothes. Yes, I'm sorry. I've shown you something you do not wish to see. He keeps silent. What is it I didn't want to see? Don't get it at all. I don't understand, but thanks anyway. Just leave me the clothes here. I'll get changed soon and go to the sitting room. Nods in assent. Very well then, please excuse me. She begins walking silently only to suddenly turn around. Shiki-sama, if you have the time, I will also prepare a bath for you. A bath? In the morning? Yes, you are terribly dirty, Shiki-sama. Would it not be best for you to wash before you go to school? She asked me with her usual lack of expression in a disinterested voice. Now that she mentions it, I am dirty. I did collapse from anemia in the park yesterday after all, so it's not unnatural. Yeah, would you mind doing that for me? I'll have time for that before I go to school if it's this early. I understand. Please come to the bathroom in about 20 minutes. He switches my uniform down and leaves the room. It's still 6 o'clock in the morning. Nothing to do, I spend the 20 minutes in my room staring at the ceiling. Enter the bath and pour water over my head, which makes me feel a little refreshed. Take a deep breath as the cold water soaks my hair. What a terrible dream. There's got to be something wrong with me having a dream where I could get wrong like that. Just one day of living in an unfamiliar mansion is enough to give me dreams like that. I hate to think what the days ahead are going to be like. Sigh, I've really got to get in together. I clear my head with another splash of cold water and wash myself. Ow. Feel a sting as the towel touches my throat. What's this? Look at my neck in the mirror. How did this happen? My throat is red and swollen. It's almost as if I injured it by repeatedly throwing up. I return to my room and change into my uniform. It's barely 7 o'clock. Astounded at how much clearer my head feels after the bath, I pick up my bag and leave the room. Koku-san has just come out of the sitting room when I go down the stairs. Good morning, Shiki-san. You sure are early today? Koku-san makes a bow while smiling. And you look refreshed too. Have you just had a bath? Yeah, I just took one. That's amazing, Koku-san. Can you tell? I can tell just by looking at you because your hair isn't dry, Shiki-san. Suddenly look cuter after you've had a bath. I avert my gaze just a little as I'm faced with that warm, carefree smile. It's kind of embarrassing. Please hold on for just a minute. I'm going to prepare some breakfast now. Eh? Breakfast? I guess you mean something to eat. Such a trivial thing causes me to remember the color of blood. I don't have much of an appetite at the moment. Is your Western style breakfast like yesterday fine with you, Shiki-san? Yeah. Really don't mind. So breakfast, huh? That bath felt so good that I almost forgot about it. Really? Didn't eat last night either, so I was talking to Hisui-san about how maybe the sound of your stomach might have woken you up. Haha, no. Sadly, that's not the case. I've been a light eater since I was little, so I often skip 1 or 2 meals at a time. I see now that you mention it, you've got a nice body without any excess meat on you. Oh, okay, could it be that you're a vegetarian? Perhaps. Come to think of it, I get the feeling that all I ate at my house were vegetables. Koku-san busily heads back to the sitting room. But I don't feel like eating right now. It's alright, Koku-san. I'll go to the school without eating today. Tell Akia for me. Bye, I head towards the doorway. Suddenly my arm is tightly grabbed. Shiki-san? Eh? Can't believe it. Koku-san is angry. What are you saying, Shiki-san? Haven't you looked in the mirror this morning? Well, I took a look at the bathroom mirror. You're lying. You wouldn't say something like that if you looked even once. Koku-san is seriously angry. Come to think of it, when I saw my face in the mirror, I think I saw that warmed over. What the fuck? I'll be fine. It's just that I don't have a lot of blood in me, so I look worse than normal people. This won't do. You won't grow without eating breakfast. If you don't have an appetite, I'll prepare you something easy to eat. So please go to the dining room. Holding onto my arm, she drags me towards the sitting room. Shitting room, okay, that was so unfortunate. I've got no choice. I really don't feel like going along with this. Well, I'll have to accept Koku-san's good intentions. Good morning, Nissan. How do you feel? Aki agrees me reservedly. That firmness about her yesterday is gone. I guess it's because she's worried about me. Good morning. Feeling, well, good in a certain way. Turning her greeting, I head towards the dining room. Please wait here, Shiki-san. Call you when it's ready. Koku-san disappears into the dining room by herself, leaving me the downcast looking Akiha and Hisui, who stands emotionlessly by the wall. Makes sense. This is kind of awkward. Nissan won last night. Is it true that you collapsed in the park? Seems so. I don't really remember it myself, but if that's what Koku-san and Hisui say, then it must be what happened. But stop talking like someone else's problem, Nissan. You have a weak body, so if you ever feel bad, just please contact the mansion. I'll send someone to pick you up right away. Hey, listen, there's no need for that. I'm not like a primary school kid. I can make it home by myself no matter how bad I feel. Then I guess the fact you could not make it home last night would mean you are a child. Sucks to admit it, but Aki is right. Yesterday was different. That kind of thing is really rare. Look, just because I have chronic anemia doesn't make my body weak. There's no reason for you to worry about every little thing, Akia. Yesterday was, just a terminal case of bad timing. That's all. Terminal case? Please do not use such an auspicious words, Nissan. You have only just come back to the mansion. What would you do if you died? Akia is seriously angry. He dead. Jeez, you take things too easily, Nissan. Please take better care of yourself. If you tell me that I don't push myself as it is, not in any clubs, and I do everything the doctor says, you'd have to put me in a sanitarium for me to get any better care. Yes, I would love to do that if I could. Wearing my guess, Akia says something very frightening. That's what he sees. She's standing by the wall like a statue. I'm at a loss for conversation. Let's use some time until we eat, so. Talk about Akiha, talk about Kohaku-san, talk about the mansion. Oh, that's right. What's happening with our mansion now, Akiha? What do you mean? If you're talking about ownership of the mansion, I'm inheriting it. No, not that. The people in the mansion right now are you, me, Kohaku-san, and Hisui, right? I was wondering what rooms are being used for and so on. Nothing. As a general rule, the rooms except the ones we're using unlocked. Your room is at the back of the second floor of the west wing, and mine is the east wing. Ishi's room is right before the stairs on the west wing second floor, and Koku's room is just before the west wing first floor. Father's room is next to Kohaku's room. That's open for now too. Incidentally, the sitting room is the first right turn in from the lobby. Nakia's words would be something like, right before the lobby on the first floor of the east wing. The gaming room and the guest rooms next to the sitting room are closed, but I will open them if you decide to bring friends here. The archives are, well, there are some bad rumors going around about them, so currently they're off limits. I see. Okay, got it. There is a suspicious feeling about those off-limits archives, but for now they have absolutely nothing to do with me. Shiki-san is ready. I can hear Koku-san's voice from the dining room. Right, I'm gonna get some grub. Oni-san, please refrain from talking in such an unkind manner. Blah blah blah. Are you finally gone back to normal? I like you more when you're calm because you were worried about me. I'm worrying about you, Oni-san. Okay, quickly, okay. We got rid of the things so about the dining. So this is a world where CL does not exist.
Well, she does exist, but not in as large of a capacity as before. People are so fucking dumb.
Please take care. Saying the same thing she always does. She continues to stare at me. She saw what happened to you last night. Last night? Nothing in particular. I was just feeling sick at school, so I left early. I was on my way back when... On my way back? I just collapsed in the park, but I guess I was just being careless like Aki has said. Yeah, I'll be careful from now on. Not placing any blame on you, Shiki-sama, but you looked like you were pushing yourself this morning. Please take care along the way. He still makes a deep bow and sees me out. As I approach the school, I begin to catch sight of more and more students in uniforms, etc., so most of them are smiling while they walk. It's only a little way to the main gate once I pass this intersection. It's still only 7:30. Looks terrible, wiggle schemes to the right, just on the other side. The school path, the footpath is protected by a guardrail. Even now the students in front of me are heading towards the school gate. There's no one but students from our school on the other side at this time of day. There should be no one but the students, but within the cars I think I feel like someone in white. Wow, she's there. Just in white with no then hair down to her shoulders. Long slender brows and red eyes. I've seen her only once before, but there's no way I could mistake her for someone else. But that's impossible. I killed myself yesterday, cutting into pieces. What? No, even that is lying. It's all just a dream. PC told me so. No, she didn't say anything of the sort. It's just that I wanted to believe it was a dream. It really wasn't a dream. But then why? Why does she exist as real as anything? The light turns green. The students around me walk towards the other side. I'm the only one amongst them who stands there, stunned. Sits on the guardrail, her legs swinging idly as if she's waiting for someone. Can't tell how long she's been waiting, but her expression isn't a grim one. Who is she waiting for? She feels restlessly, as she's waiting for her. I have a bad feeling about this. Ah. The girl in white looks over in my direction. It's probably nothing more than a coincidence. She's a stranger who looks like her. She must be waiting for someone else. If not, then this moment must surely be a bad dream too. After all, I completely and utterly killed her with my own hands. She's looking this way and smiling. It's like looking at motherfucking Taka no Mio. Looking very satisfied at having found the person who killed her. Her smile seems to say, "You finally come." In a familiar way, when I smile, she hops off the guardrail, fluttering her hair. She heads towards me. Don't come, this is a bad dream. The light turns red. Don't come near me. She looks like she cares long soon. Tell me a few which has been between us and not to come. The reality of my eyes is so change even when I scream out. Screaming no voice even I don't understand. I don't follow the girl in white. I don't run with all my strength, with no regard to embarrassment or shame, and blast through the passers-by, running full speed across the asphalt. Huff, 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 huff. My breathing is violent, my heart screams out, but still I run. Feel like I'm going to go crazy if I don't look behind me. I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna make use of these saves. I'm not gonna get to these saves. Actually, I'll make use of all of them because these saves are fucking useless. I look behind me. The girl in white is walking towards me. She's definitely following me. The girl I've killed is chasing me. That's more than enough reason for me to run. Huff, 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 huff. My heart feels like it's about to explode. Very ignorant and keep running. When I look back, the girl is still there. Those light footsteps, she follows me as I run away. Huff, 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 huff. My head droops down, my arms feel heavy, my legs feel like they're all going to tear off. But despite that, I'm in all my strength, and yet I can't get away from someone just walking after me. Huff, 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 huff. My breathing is out of control. Think I've already run several kilometers, but even so, when I look back, she's always there walking towards me. Naturally, like she's taking a stroll, she follows right behind me. Huff, huff, ha 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 ha. It's not funny, but I began to laugh. Ha 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 ha. Can't stop laughing, but even so I run. I'm about to complete that I'll die if I run away more, but I keep running. The reason is simple: if she catches me, she'll kill me for sure. I ask myself what I base that on, trying to shade it off as mere imagination. But even as I try to console myself, I'm the one who knows best it's true. It's the serpent inside of him who's telling him that.
It's so fucking well written, man.
Okay, we start again. There's no reason, no basis, no evidence. I already know it's a fact that if she catches up to me, I'll be killed. Pathetically, I collapse to the ground. Fall forward not because I tripped, but because I simply can't move my body a single step further. Okay. Lying there collapsed, I somehow managed to crawl my way to the wall. Try to pull myself up against the wall, but it's no good. My knees lose their strength as I try to rise and I collapse back down. My body won't move anymore. Pant. I look up as I breathe, it hurts. I don't have enough oxygen. Can't think properly because of it. Go for trees, best grill. It wasn't obvious. Going for Jennifer. Plan was before what she said. She says, well, okay, but apparently I need to completely get rid of Tris from the story. I think, maybe, possibly, he's stopping. I don't need to look at a fucking walkthrough. Okay. I don't know why I'm doing this. Why? I don't seem to ever tell him to find what I'm doing this. Why? Once she makes another footstep, the sound reaching my ears. Makes sense. I mean, I've read all of this before, but there seems to be... There's elements to the story that are a little more obvious to me now that I know that she thought that he's an agent of the church or something and has a conceptual weapon. Yeah, then again, I'm not sure. She's over here and I've killed her. So I can't skip any of this, which means there might be something new, which is why I'm slowly going through it. Hitogoroshi. Haha. Now I can finally skip. I'll cooperate, skip, skip. Can't leave her alone, skip. Bad feeling about it, skip, skip. I should go check out what's happening outside, skip. Like to refuse, but skip, skip. No, it's still too early, skip, dash, skip. Main body, skip, skip. I'm exhausted, I collapse onto the ground. I fall on my rear and try to keep my body up with my hands. Cold. I'm cold. The pain is numb, it feels almost comfortable. My body is ripped with canine bite marks and beak marks. I just realized something. What if this is a bad end I've already stumbled upon because there's no CL to save me? What the fuck? Well, there's no mistake that I'll probably die like this. A little deep dirt. Raise my chin and look up at the sky, the moon. Only the pretty moon is in the night sky. What is it? It seems awfully familiar, like I saw a dream like this before. Shiki, are you okay? Arcade walks towards me as if nothing happened just now. You stupidity. If I was okay, I wouldn't be human. Speak and breathe haltingly. Even talking is painful, so maybe I shouldn't have responded. Gah. Consciousness starts to fade, and then whack. Arcade hits me on the head and forcefully returns me to consciousness. What was that for? Did I do it? Did I fix it?
Hey, getting rid of Triss seems to have worked. Is my internet gone?
Stream is fucked, I guess.
Studio is gone, that is. Yep, I'm pretty sure it is. Fuck. What the hell is this? Putting out some interesting content.
What was that for? That one, though, if you sleep with the zooms, you'll definitely end up dying. Don't sleep until we close them. Our argument is perfectly just. I agree. So just it makes me angry. Arcade, can I say that I've always thought from before? What? Don't say such unreasonable things, you idiot. Crash onto the ground. Okay, dude. My consciousness starts to fade. Arcade is raising a racket, but I don't have any strength to hold my eyes open any longer. It's terribly cold. Hey Shiki, you really will die. Told you I'm sleepy. I'll sleep before I die, so I'll wake up in the morning. Shiki, you mustn't sleep heavily to at least close your wounds and stop the bleeding, otherwise you won't wake up. Man, she's loud. I'm going to sleep, so just do whatever you want. Hey, it's okay if I heal you. Why didn't you say that earlier? After she says that, cheerfully I feel cold fingers closed, but then remember how it turns my skin as if in sympathy. Sympathy, Pog. Well, I'm not too happy about using someone else's familiars, but in these circumstances it can't be helped. Feel like someone is being plastered to me. Don't know why, but it feels awfully pleasant. As to be expected from the vampire called the Primordial Sea. Even after the destruction of the source dash, the familiars still have the regenerative ability. In this case, all I have to do is give it a little hand. Okay, dude, I still have to say dash, huh? Fuck me. Does he really have ties to Tiamat, I wonder? First let it live on me. Once it's back to normal, I'll put it back on Yoshiki. The fingers pull away. I guess that's a little. How is it? It's a non-polar life, so it can adapt easily to your body, right? Hey, are you sleeping, Shiki? Yeah, I'm asleep. Oh well. Your house is the mansion on top of the hill, right, Shiki? Make sure you get home. I look up only at the white moon as I sleep. Really did well, Shiki, and thanks. Really saved me tonight. She thanks me without the slightest hint of heaviness in her words. Can't hear her voice anymore. I fall into deep sleep without anyone interrupting me this time. Blue scar of sin. I believe the 5th day is changed. Easy clap. I have done it. This shall be all for now. Fucking hell, কত কষ্ট করা লাগছে